There it is. It's time.
Tea time.
Oh, that's the tea. What is this?
What do you mean?
That's not your mug.
Oh.
He's drinking another man's tea.
My mug is dirty, so I got my backup mug.
Ah, the backup mug.
Oh, cheers.
You can always see I'm not drinking your tea because you can see the color of it. And this wouldn't be the color of your tea. Your tea would be a different color.
Your tea is whatever color you would want it to be.
You'd want it to be.
The world's many colors.
Whatever Pantone color you have your tea matched up to.
Between white and tan and brown and black.
Yeah, sure. Oh, it's a grand cup of tea.
There. Oh, good. Fantastic.
How are y'all doing? How are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm grand. I'm 52.
Is it your birthday?
No, it's not my birthday. I just happen to be 52, and I've about 52 ailments right now.
The whole year, yeah.
You don't have any. You don't have any right up until you're 50, and then that
the wheels fall off the cart.
You get 50. You get 50 that first year. 51 the next year.
Thank God for the NHL. Oh wait.
Oh yes, exactly.
Oh bummer.
That's a whole conversation.
That's a
whole other conversation. No, I had PT today.
Oh.
Physical therapy.
Okay. On what body parts today?
This is all for my knee.
Okay.
But let me tell you something. It's not about the knee.
Oh.
It's about your butt.
Good times.
So that's where it hurts right now.
Now we're getting really up close and personal here today, ladies and gentlemen.
I had the shorts on and the training shoes on, and Jen said, "Where are you going?" And I said, "I'm going to that woman that hurts me."
Yeah, right. Yeah, what's her name? Madam something.
Oh, that was Germany. That was a whole other era. Madam somebody.
Go back to the trainers. Now in Belfast, aren't they called something else?
I have no idea.
Are they gutties?
Oh yeah. They would be. Yeah, they'd be called gutties. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't use that word over here.
No, you do not. So.
But
I was trying to fit in.
Right, I've completely erased it from my vocabulary.
I've been desperately trying to fit in for the last 20 years.
Good times.
So there it is.
Yeah.
We hope you're all keeping well. We hope you've got good tea in you, getting going. At least the kettle's boiling, whatever the time you start drinking tea while watching our video. It used to be the electricity in the UK would spike during the adverts of major events.
Oh, no way.
Because the adverts would come on and everybody would be away to make the tea.
Everybody put the kettle on.
I think that's probably what's happening with us.
That's too funny.
We have these rambling sections.
Right. Well,
and then they go off and make their tea. But that's all right because we want you to drink your tea while listening to the music. What is this you're playing here?
One of my strats.
We haven't one of my strats.
I have more than one strat.
Wow.
This is an old strat.
It's a good looking
really
strat.
It's
a good looking strat.
Thank you. It's a good strat.
It's got
a fat head on it. Yeah.
I don't even know what that means.
Well, it's got so it's a metal plate that literally fits on the back of the headstock of the guitar, in between the tuners and the actual headstock, and it adds mass to the headstock, which gives a little extra sustain, or at least that's the theory. I'll be honest, that was on the guitar when I bought the guitar in probably 1994.
So you have no idea what it sounds like without?
I've never used it without. Never used it without.
Craziness.
But I like the way it sounds now.
I've never seen it.
I'll be honest, I might put heavier strings on here. This is getting a little... I haven't played this guitar in a while, and the strings are a little light. You can get different gauges of strings, different thicknesses of strings to put on your guitar, and someone with wee hands like mine... Light strings are nice.
I'm always using 11s. It's 11 to 46, I want to say.
Depends on the kind of guitar. Depends on the kind of playing you do. All that stuff factors in.
Heavy with the right hand with me.
Yeah. A lot of people, do that kind of thing. I've been using 10s for probably the last 15 or 20 years. I think these are 9s.
Whoa!
They're too light.
That's too late for me. Absolutely, it is. Although I was just talking to my mom because I'm planning a visit, and I was talking to my mom, and she hasn't been playing her guitar quite so much of recent times.
She's got to get up for it, so you guys can do an episode.
The strings are probably too heavy, so she needs lighter strings, so she doesn't have to. So I'll fix that.
Bring your little kit over with you.
I'll bring the kit.
What kind of strings do you have on this bad boy?
These are, so what's funny is you can buy bouzouki strings easy enough.
This is a bouzouki.
But I don't actually use bouzouki strings because I have one of those massive boxes of acoustic guitar strings. You know, it's like 25 sets or whatever.
All
and you just
pulls out of the thing.
And it's just a single, you can pull a single string out.
Yeah.
You just look for the color that
That's very handy.
the appropriate size. So these are actually strung with just acoustic guitar strings. But yeah, they would be 11s.
And this is, so you got two
12s.
wound and two plain.
Yep.
So a bouzouki, and that is that tuned. What is that tuned to?
This is just tuned. So
GDAE, like a violin or a mandolin.
So it's like a I always call it. It's like the top 4 strings of a guitar upside down. So that actually made it really easy for me to learn because I was just playing my chords upside down.
Same thing with me and a mandolin. That's how I do that.
You can read a sentence back to front. Fairly easy because your brain does all the computing. So that's essentially what happened with me. So
Okay.
we got it. I just thought it was fun for this song. So
I always thought it was interesting that a bouzouki is, of course, not a native Irish instrument, but is extremely popular in Irish traditional music.
that's right.
You know,
Andy Irvin brought it over from Greece.
right?
And then got some alterations made because in Greece it usually has a big bowl.
Massive big bowl, yeah.
And that's just kind of hard to kind of play, and so he got that flattened, so it's a lot more like a mandolin, you know.
Plus he wasn't wearing the big puffy pants.
He was not, or filled with feta cheese.
He was filled with something.
I honestly did not do this on purpose, but we had made a decision on the song because we'd been asked to do this song, and it's one that's actually part of the Rocket Soul Choir's repertoire,
Oh, I didn't know that.
and it's Warren Zevon's "Lawyers, Guns, and Money."
Okay.
And when I was refreshing myself with the lyrics and with the song, this happened to be sitting beside the computer.
That was close to
And
hand.
so I picked it up and started playing it, and I went, you know what? I'm just going to use this guy.
I am sure this is the first time that a bouzouki and a Stratocaster have come together as the only instruments in a given performance.
This is quite possible. It is quite possible. So I don't know why this song was chosen. I don't know.
Well, I don't either.
No.
It was your idea.
On the email we
Okay.
got
Okay.
just about the songs because it didn't specify play this song
Any
because,
special reason behind it? Just,
But I love this song. You know, most people will be familiar with Werewolves of London,
sure.
which was obviously Warren's biggest hit. But the album that came off, Excitable Boy, is a Lawyers, Guns, and Money on it, and Werewolves of London. It's just filled with great songs. It really is. Late 70s, 1970 it was released. And Warren is one of those people that you could probably call has a cult following.
Yeah, I was going to say exactly the same thing.
Right? Sort of worldwide, but a cult following. And to be really honest, if you pressed me for a long list of Warren Zevon songs, I'd be hard pushed.
Okay.
Like if you just caught me on the street. That doesn't mean that I'm not a fan. I would hear a Warren Zevon song come on the radio, or on a YouTube playlist or something, and just go, oh yeah. I would catch my ear, and I would know instantly who it was, and I would remember the song. But funnily, I didn't ever get into Warren Zevon with Werewolves of London, although it's a fun one to sing. And
Sure.
at age 7, had I
Right
heard
up
it,
your alley.
I would have totally been into it. But it was really when he was... so he had a stint playing in a band called Hindu Love Gods. Are you familiar with them?
Only because I read his bio in preparation
Well,
for this episode.
sure. So that was basically REM and
Right.
Warren Zevon singing. With that little stint with them, which was I actually think they might have only released one album, and that wasn't even for a long time. It was like a handful of gigs,
Okay.
and then there's a bunch of bootlegs out there. But it meant that his next album used Mills, Buck, and Barry from REM to record it, and that's when I started to pay attention.
Okay.
So the song "Reconsider Me" is definitely one of my favorites, and so that's essentially where I know him from. The reason the Rocket Soul Choir started to play "Lawyers, Guns, and Money" is because it's the only song that Pete sings.
Ah, okay.
We made him
The singing drummer.
the singing drummer,
You don't
which
play
he
any Genesis
hates.
songs?
He hates it. He doesn't like drumming and singing. He doesn't like singing, to be honest. But
Okay.
he does it anyway. And we said, no, it would be fun. It would be great. And he picked this one, and so that's how we sort of know it.
Well, maybe this is for Pete then.
Pete, you're welcome. You know, he was just clever lyrically. This song's just kind of about all of the turmoil in Latin America, just around that time, with the Russians and with with America sticking their nose in where it probably didn't need to be.
The good old banana republics.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So that
United Fruit Company.
this is fun because it's just a bouncy. It's a bouncy song.
Cool riff.
That's
Fun,
a great riff.
Fun motif. going
Which
on.
he plays the entire
It's
entire
very
way through the
prominent.
song. you get that one good thing and you just roll with it.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, I mean, Satisfaction was pretty much the...
Absolutely. Right? So
it's a song,
when
you
you
know?
get it and when it catches a vibe, you just kind of roll with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I would certainly be interested to know why we were asked to play it. Stick it in the comments. Because what it means to you is different than what it means. It means to us, it's the first you're hearing of it,
Yeah,
or it's
I'm-
the first time you're just playing it.
Really both.
Oh yeah, well there you
Coming
are.
to it with an entirely fresh perspective, so I can, look
It's-
at it from a musical analysis point of view.
It's kind of my job to open the doors to new worlds for you.
I didn't know that, but great.
It's not true. Introduce you to new things.
And new things are fun. This is a cool song because it's not really very formulaic.
Yeah.
It has an interesting structure.
It
that
does,
is
for
hard
sure.
Hard to kind of pin down, which is cool. Reminds me of U2 in a way, simply because they don't go verse chorus as much as a lot of bands do, and
Yeah.
this is the same thing with this. I don't know what to call a chorus here really at all.
No, I don't either.
So I've marked it as a chorus, but it's not. I don't think. But,
I'll not be following your chord chart. I'll just leave that to you, as I sort of already have the structure fairly well down.
I'm
I might forget
do my
lyrics
best
once in
as
a
a
while.
sideman today. We'll see what happens.
Sideman.
Let's see what happens.
Well then, let's give it as normal a whirl.
Sounds good. You gonna count us in?
I'll count us in.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh wait a minute, we're not doing that one. My bad. Sorry about that. Let's start it again. What's the name of this song?
4. I went home with the waitress, the way I always do. I was out to know that she was with the Russians too. I was gambling in Havana, and I took a little risk. Send lawyers, guns, and money. Hey, and get me out of this. Hey! I'm the innocent bystander. Somehow I got stuck between a rock and a hard place, and I'm down on my luck. Yeah, I'm down on my luck. Yeah, I'm down on my luck. And I'm hiding in Honduras, 'cause I'm a desperate man. Send lawyers, guns, and money. The crowds hit the fan, yeah. Send lawyers, guns, and money. Oh, send lawyers, guns, and money. Hey! Send lawyers, guns, and money. Oh, send lawyers, guns, and money. Ah, now. Ah, now.
Oh, where are we going?
Itty bitty dip child now. We got there in the end, as we always do. Send lawyers, send guns, send money. Don't say guns.
Send a guitar
Send
player.
money. Send money. How about that?
I'm okay with the sending of the money. That's great.
We appreciate you hanging out with us morning, noon, or night, whatever it is. You'll do the subscribe thing and the thumbs up thing and then the little dingy bell, which doesn't ding because of Ronnie. Thanks, Ronnie.
He's off for the holiday.
He is?
Vacation.
Do you know where he's gone?
He's somewhere else.
Hawaii, I think.
Hawaii or Nicaragua.
He's went. He's doing a little gambling in Havana.
He was inspired.
Anyway, we appreciate it. Cheers for following and for commenting and just making us feel like we're doing the right thing.
Oh, cheers. That's nice. Thank you, everyone. And, echoing Leslie's thoughts, please, like, comment, subscribe, and send money. We'll see you next time.
Cheers!
Bye.
Give me your money. Nice job, Adam.
Well, we got there in the end, like you said. Fast and loose. That's how we play it.